So that's where this thing about eggs and egg yolk is actually bad for the heart and the cholesterol and etc. That's where it come from
Exactly.
these same people.
I have written a book on this subject called Put Your Heart in Your Mouth, one of my books, where I explain what really causes heart disease. Because meat, milk, and eggs do not cause heart disease. Cholesterol, natural cholesterol that Mother Nature gave us, and not animal fats, do not cause heart disease or diabetes or Alzheimer's disease or any other disease that they claim that they cause. All of this is...
You have written in one of your book that people should not be having all these statins. Okay.
Well, if you would like to talk about cholesterol, I'll explain about cholesterol in more detail.
Well, while you mentioned cholesterol, I thought, just to add in this bit in so that people can understand that.
Absolutely, absolutely. Cholesterol is one of the most important molecules for our human bodies. We are made out of this molecule to a large degree. Your brain, almost 40% of your brain is made out of cholesterol. The other 40% are made out of saturated fats. The rest is made out of proteins and other substances. Without cholesterol, your brain cannot function. We cannot think, we cannot learn, we cannot memorize anything. And it is low cholesterol in the blood that causes Alzheimer's disease. It is one of the major causes of dementia, because the brain literally shrinks, because large percent of it is made out of cholesterol. Without cholesterol, your immune system will not function at all. You become susceptible to various infections. These are true scientific facts that I have outlined in my book, and there are hundreds of references there for scientifically minded people of real, true scientific studies, because there is real science in the world and it is working very hard. The problem is the kind of science that the majority of the population hears through media, through mainstream media, through newspapers, television, and so on. Somebody paid for those advertisements and somebody paid for educating the population. Educating the population is a very expensive business. So somebody with a very large wallet wants you to believe that what's written in newspapers and what is told on the TV screens. So this is the rigged science, the commercial science that somebody paid for. So let's come back to cholesterol. From cholesterol, vitamin D is made. It's a hormone. We cannot live without it. And it is produced in the skin from cholesterol when we sunbathe, when we expose ourselves to the sun. The sun has been maligned as well, and the sun does not cause skin cancer at all. That is a scientific fact. Skin cancer is caused by the same things that cause all other cancers in the human body, and that is chemicals, radiation, and other products of our industrial activities on this planet. So from cholesterol, all steroid hormones are made, and these are your adrenal hormones, all your sex hormones, and other hormones in the body. So when a person has low levels of cholesterol in their body, they cannot respond to stress appropriately. They have nervous breakdowns, they fly off the handle, they become irrational, they become aggressive. When they're under pressure, these people, they simply cannot cope with any pressure or any stress. And their sexual development becomes abnormal, their libido disappears, and they cannot procreate. They cannot produce healthy children, these people, because in order to produce healthy children, you need sex hormones. You need that part of your body working very well. And if you no cholesterol, no sex hormones, basically. Lots and lots of other functions are fulfilled by cholesterol in your body. Every cell in your body, to a large degree, is made out of cholesterol. It's a major building material in the human body, and they cannot function without cholesterol and without saturated fats. That is why Mother Nature equipped our bodies with a factory manufacturing cholesterol for us all the time. And that factory is in your liver. It's a very efficient factory. There are people in this world who cannot produce cholesterol, in whom this factory doesn't work very well in the liver. And these are people who have serious nutritional deficiencies and people who have toxicity in your body. These are drug addicts, alcoholics, people with anemia, people with serious nutritional deficiencies, and people who have taken a lot of chemicals into their bodies. Because this factory in your liver has a long biochemical chain of manufacturing cholesterol step by step. And at every step, cofactors are required, certain nutrients, minerals, vitamins, enzymes, proteins. And every step in that biochemical chain can be blocked by chemicals, by toxins, toxic chemicals. So people who are toxic and people who have nutritional deficiencies, often that machine doesn't work in their liver. And as a result, the first thing that happens with these people, their personality changes. They become short-tempered, aggressive, violent, impatient. They cannot learn. Their memory is poor in these people. And there was a fascinating research conducted in the 80s in American prisons, where a group of researchers have studied violent offenders, murderers, and other people who committed very violent, grievous crimes. What they found that 85% of these people had low blood cholesterol. That machine in their liver was broken and it was not working. That is why these people were violent, and that is why they murdered somebody. That is why they committed those crimes. There is no way of reducing blood cholesterol with food. That is a fallacy that has been promoted by our medical industry and by all those wealthy people who are behind all of this propaganda for decades. No way of reducing blood cholesterol with food. You can eat no cholesterol at all whatsoever. You can eat no fats at all. Your liver will just have to work harder to compensate and to produce all that cholesterol and all those saturated fatty acids that your body needs, your brain requires, your immune system requires, your hormone production requires, and lots of other functions in the body require. But the effective way, the most effective way of reducing your blood cholesterol is by taking drugs, pharmaceutical drugs called statins. It's a whole group of drugs. There are various brand names, but most of them finish with this bit saying statin, lovastatin, another statin. So what these statins do, they break that factory in your liver. They stop it. So your liver cannot produce cholesterol. And as a result, your blood level of cholesterol goes down. And as a result, your brain starts melting and you develop dementia and your personality changes and you become intolerant and aggressive and violent, and your memory suffers and your ability to learn suffer, and lots of other problems happen. Your immune system stops functioning very well, you become susceptible to infections, and lots of other things happen. Talking about infections, it is now a fact, a proven fact, that large percent, vast majority of people who get hospital infections, MRSA and other hospital infections that killed a lot of people in the hospitals, they got this infection because they were put on statins. Because doctors automatically put pretty much everyone above the age of 40, now even younger people, on statins as soon as you're admitted to the hospital. You're not even asked any questions. They don't even measure your blood cholesterol anymore. They just automatically put you on statins. That impairs your immune function. Your immune system cannot protect you anymore as a result, and you become susceptible to hospital infections. That's why we have this problem in the hospitals. So this is just one example of what cholesterol does and what statins do.
What I see here problem is that a lot of people are mentally kind of been brainwashed, and when they go to the GP and the GP tells them that your cholesterol level is high and they want to put you on the statins, they actually believe it. And now a large majority of the people actually believe that their cholesterol levels are high and they need the statins. I mean, at the moment when you go to the GP says, oh, your cholesterol level is high and you are at risk of heart attack and you should take it. Okay. So what should people do if they are on statins?
Yes, doctors are soldiers in an army. They follow orders. Their job is
if somebody is on statins, what should they do?
Their job is to sell drugs, and statins have been promoted. It is a #1 profit maker for the pharmaceutical industry. Statins, #1. It makes trillions for pharmaceutical industry. That is why pharmaceutical reps do their utter best to educate doctors. Educate in brackets, brainwash doctors that statins are the best thing ever, and everybody should be receiving them, and they're going to produce statins for small children, for the whole population of the planet. So, first of all, Without cholesterol, no healing can happen in your body. Whether you had a trauma, whether you had an operation, your tissues were cut and they need to be healed, whether you've been to a dentist and tissues are damaged in your mouth, so a lot of healing has to happen there. Whatever damage, or you went through a stressful period in your life, stress damages a lot in the body, damages a lot of tissues in the body. So in order to heal, your body requires large amounts of cholesterol. So whatever tissue, whatever cells are damaged in your body, they will immediately send a signal to your liver, I need cholesterol, large amounts. So the liver starts that factory, manufactures cholesterol, packages it appropriately, because cholesterol is a fat-soluble substance. Your blood is water-based. So cholesterol has to be appropriately packaged into these low-density lipoproteins called LDLs. And only in that form they can be then thrown by the liver into the blood, and the blood then delivers these shuttles full of cholesterol to the place which needs healing, which got damaged and needs healing. So whenever you need healing, if you've had a difficult period of time, if you were under stress, under trauma, or you had something else, or you've got chronic inflammation going on in your body, maybe you've got a chronic disease going on in your body, maybe you have an autoimmune illness, maybe you've got arthritis, maybe you've got migraines, maybe you've got rheumatoid arthritis, maybe you've got something else going in your body, behind which is a chronic inflammation. Chronic inflammation causes a lot of damage, so your body has to heal. And not only healing requires a lot of cholesterol, but inflammation itself consumes large amounts of cholesterol too, to function appropriately. So your liver will be working very hard, manufacturing lots of cholesterol, putting it in the blood, and the blood will be delivering all that healing cholesterol to those places of damage. So your blood level of cholesterol will be high. The last thing you want to do is interfere with that. That is why what I recommend to people, do not test for cholesterol. Whatever blood level of cholesterol you have is the right blood level of cholesterol for you at that moment in your life. Do not allow any doctor to bully you into testing for cholesterol. Do not test, because if you allow a doctor to do that to you, then the doctor will start bullying you into taking statins, scaring you, putting you into fear, and so on. So all these tests they just lead to anxiety, and they lead to prescriptions of statins, which damage everybody's health.